Here we are outside the Metropolitan Museum of Art, 24 hours before the party of the year is to take place. What we want to do now is take you inside, right through the Temple of Dendur, where people are preparing for this party. It takes an awful lot to make a party of the year. What is the theme?
It's Savage Beauty, Alexander McQueen, and what we've done is we've really sort of channeled his romantic side. He loved gardens. The tree was very emblematic of the house. And so this will look very much like a secret garden.
Did Alexander McQueen have a favorite flower?
Yeah, I think he was very much into roses. So that's what we incorporated in a lot of the roses and the arrangements.
We're in the Temple of Dendur.
Yep.
When I walked in here this afternoon, the dog days were over and there was Florence Welch. What is Florence Welch doing here?
She is the surprise performer.
What are you thinking most about?
You get these tables finished. They're actually meant to be unfinished like this, but we're going to manipulate them a little bit more. We have men coming in with saws and sort of making this look even more rustic.
And how many are there?
There are 74. 809 people have RSVP'd at this point. Beyonce, Rihanna, Madonna, Colin Firth, Salma Hayek.
I know people who would struggle over seating 10 for dinner, and you're going to seat 800 plus tomorrow. How do you do that?
It's hard. The most difficult part is changes. You know, there's changes up until minutes before we seat. But luckily, Anna Wintour loves to match people up and make sure that you have a great dinner partner for the night.
Do you know what you're going to wear?
I'm wearing the Queen.
What are your favorite pieces, or what pieces everyone should have a look at?
The two pieces in the entrance. They're made out of these fetishized materials, one out of shell, one out of medical slides that have been painted red, and one's a columnar silhouette with the high neck and the shoulders, and the other is, again, an 1850s sort of silhouette, which he would revisit throughout his career. Another piece I love is a deconstructed military coat, and there's a very famous story of when he was working on it. He was working with his design team, and the design team thought it was an impossible coat to make in terms of the construction, so they disappeared about 9 o'clock, and they came back in the morning and they found Lee asleep on the sofa with his dog Minter, and the coat completely finished on the mannequin. It shows his incredible craftsmanship.
We've got about 24 hours to the people, well actually a little less, what needs to be done?
Well, this morning it was a bit hairy. We had one gallery completely to finish off, and that's almost done now. Normally we're in a much better state than we are at the moment, but we'll get there before tomorrow morning. We have to.
There you are, friends, an inside peek at the making of the Costume Institute Gala for 2011. I'm so glad you were with me this afternoon, and now I think it's time for me to go home and put on a black tie and come back to the party.